Hello YouTube, welcome back. It's a couple of days from whenever we last picked up, and I've made a couple of minor changes. I've reorganized the queues for gate A3. Yes, we go A1, A2, A3, and there. Oh, interesting. So you can redesignate. So I guess if I call this one A4, then I can go through here and call this one A2, and then change this back to A3. So you can actually go fix that. The other thing I wish you could do is name your airport. I've not found any way of doing that currently. So I've also put in a glass wall. Or just put in windows, I guess, more accurately, creating a glass wall here so that people can look out and see the airplanes as they arrive and depart, as you can in many airports. I remember loving that as a kid. Back in the days before you had to have a ticket and boarding pass in order for security to let you through. Back in those glorious 80s and 90s when TWA was a hub here in St. Louis, and I remember visiting family and friends of family where they might have a 2 or 3 hour layover at the airport on the weekend. We go up and visit with them for a little bit while they sat there and waited. 9/11 put a stop to that, unfortunately. I'm actually looking at the demographics of the channel earlier tonight. I do that about once a quarter. I'm going to guess that a fair number of you actually do remember those days. By far, the bulk of the viewership of this channel are those in their 30s and 40s and early 50s. So, in other words, old fogies like myself, or oldish, older. Not quite to midlife crisis, but you know, the day that you'll know I'm fully there the day I go and buy an airplane. And start making YouTube videos about it. Which I am going to do one of these days, but I'm a couple of years away from that. First, got to stop doing things like putting siding on the house, which just got the bids back for that, and if the house didn't need new siding, I would probably be the owner of a Piper Cherokee 235 right now, PA 28 235. But instead, being an adult sucks. Like, but you're playing video games. Something I just noticed, that the time given here is in Zulu, like it is for flight operations. I'm assuming 64 means 64-bit. I don't know. At any rate, we are very close, but I reorganized the queues here. I added a couple of more ID checking booths. Those will be needed when we do bring this online. And I think we should have enough now that we can go ahead and build this out. It's going to be 150,000. RR. Kind of like the Martin fella. Probably going to need another ATM as well. So I'm going to put that. And of course, garbage bin. And plant a happy little tree. Okay, so at the end of the day today, we should likely have enough to also build okay. Alright, we'll go ahead and put in the floor as well. Oh, hey, what's going on over here? Under construction? Yes, we're still going to have plenty at the end of today in order to improve our runway. As, yep, we spent a whole lot today. And again, we're averaging about $60,000 in income a day. Expenses around $15,000, $16,000. Provided we're not buying a whole lot of stuff. So that's giving us about a $40,000 a day, or SimBuck, whatever you want to call it, a day margin. That ain't too shabby. I'm going to go ahead and purchase the baggage car. We're going to be needing a third one. And objects. We're going to need... I'm going to put in 2 more scanners. And operations, we need metal detectors as well. Oh, hit the wrong button. Which I do frequently. Put those in, and we will need 4 more security staff. As well. We got the Eric Estrada of security guys. Chips. Oh man, I'm showing my age. The original Chips, not the crappy movie that came out earlier this year. Also played Marco in C-Lab 2021, which found out the creator of Archer, the producer of Archer, was also one of the guys on C-Lab, which... Oh, I loved C-Lab. At any rate. iRobot is a classic episode. Any rate. We'll go ahead and put in glass wall through here, or windows. Wow, those guys are fast with their wrenches and hammers and stuff. I believe our last flight today is out at 9:15 p.m. So yeah, we're not canceling any flights. Everything here is running pretty smooth. We will need to hire a couple of extra security. It's going to be very interesting because I have a feeling the ticketing is going to become perhaps the bigger problem. And if that's the case, I guess we'll have to figure out what to do. The answer will probably be a few more ticketing kiosks along here. Or some... I'm going to look and see if there's not very many people using these benches. Maybe take out a row of each of these benches and put in hey, this guy is the scheduled last departure at 11:15 p.m. So as soon as he goes, we're upgrading. And then I hope we get the upgrades done. Alright. Upgrade medium runway. Increase priority. And then we're also going to need to build a taxiway. Uh-oh. Yeah, we are going to have to go here. 6,000 interest a day. We can afford that. We're also going to dismantle that and move it. Now, if only they could have built 1129 at Lambert Field for that much money and overnight. Who are you guys? Combat engineers from Fort Leonard Wood? Excuse me as I take a sip of my tea. Iced tea, for those of you over in the UK. I know it's blasphemy and all of that stuff. Upgrade. Runway lights. And upgrade. There we go. And we are good to go. Objects. Structure ops. Large sliding door needs to go into there. And then we are going to need gate agents' desks. And we're actually going to need 3 of these. And then we're going to build our queues. Actually, I'm gonna expand. Clear, actually. I'll figure out where I want it here just a second. Yes, I do want that to go like so. No. Don't think we need it to be quite that far. Okay. No. I tend to do that. I accidentally hit the wrong button. Let me see here. Assign to A3. Coach only. First class only. Sign. 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 Assign to A3. And I'm going to assign you to coach only. And of course, we're going to require 3 more staff. And retail opportunity here, folks. Comfort, ATM. Alright, so what do we have as far as interest in more flights coming in? Wow, some of these are no longer quite as interested as they were when we raised our prices. But Atlantic International, man, they want to come in. 767. Yeah, we're going to accept you. At night, afternoon, we'll accept a 707 in the afternoon. And then at night they have a 737, it looks like. We're going to go ahead and accept those 3 flights in. p.m. morning arrival. That's a 767. $737 is an evening departure. You are an afternoon. Gonna go ahead and schedule it a wide berth. Who else is interested in coming in here? 96. WestJet has a 707 that wants to come in the morning. So we like WestJet, so they're gonna come in the morning, and we're gonna give it an extra hour, 3-hour berth. We still got time for another airline. 93%, 95%. Smart Air Lux. Oh, we got a, let's see here, A350 cannot accept A350, it doesn't look like. Morning 767. Can anybody accept a 787? Morning 707. 777. A380. We don't have long enough runway for any of those. So I think we're going to want a 767 or 707. That nobody flies anymore. I don't know. Alright, I'm going to accept the 767 here. And I think we have enough time to fit one more evening. These guys like to come in. Night, 707 at night. We're going to go ahead and do a 707. We're going to accept that flight. Okay, we look to be good, set up for tomorrow morning with our first wide-body service. So I think we're going to leave it there, and when we come back, we'll see our first wide-body aircraft coming in here. And we'll see what kind of problems ensue from that. Until next time, see you later.